Hey everybody, it's Lori. Um, I watched a video on YouTube from someone I followed for a while. It's DVD Collector 1974. Y'all should go check him out. If I remember, I will try to put a link to his channel in my description. But I usually don't remember. So, DVD Collector 1974. He and I think 5 other men do what they call community chats, and this was one he did. And this one sounded interesting, and it took me a while to come up with all my answers to these questions. It was my all-time favorite films in certain genres. He had 2 or 3 questions, and then he had 18 genres that he told you his favorite movies from. One genre he did, I didn't do. I copped out. um, because I'm sure I have, but I can't think of any foreign film that I've seen. I mean, I'm sure there's a Canadian film or a European film or something, but I tend to not do foreign films because they have subtitles and I can't see, obviously. So I don't really do foreign films. So I took that one out and I added a different genre just so I still had the 18. But okay, here's the questions he had to begin with, and this is kind of like a get to know you type thing. I would love to see any of my friends that follow me or subscribe to me to also do this video. I'd love to get to know a little bit more about you and see what your answers would be. The first question was my all-time favorite movie, and anybody who's ever paid attention or seen my channel knows that my favorite all-time film is Jaws. I couldn't tell you why. I just love Jaws. Um, I added this one also because I hated for this movie not to be on there. Um, my favorite guilty pleasure movie. Um, and to me, I know a lot of people hated this movie. I personally love this movie, and that is League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. The next question he posed was the best film ever made. That one was really hard for me. Because I guess what I would consider a perfect movie, other people wouldn't. Um, so to me, I put The Wizard of Oz for being in 1930 something. The story, the colors, the vibrancy, the drama, everything in The Wizard of Oz is just to me the perfect film. Next is what movie, when it comes on, like on the TV or something, that I automatically stop and watch it. I don't really have TV anymore. But when I did, if the Dazed and Confused was on, I would have to stop and watch the rest of the movie. Or if I knew it was coming on, I would have to watch the movie. I love Dazed and Confused. I love the music. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. Okay, next is the 18 different genres of movies, and it's my personal favorite out of each genre. Some of these I had to really, really think. Some of these were quite easy. My favorite genre, which is horror, was an easy one for me. My favorite horror movie of all time is Friday the 13th Part 2. It's the first appearance of Jason. It has my favorite kill scene of all time. Um, yeah, Friday the 13th Part 2. My favorite sci-fi movie. And I know a lot of people like The Empire Strikes Back, which it's an awesome movie. I prefer or remember that I prefer. I can't talk. I'm on medicine right now, so if I'm a little flighty and all over the place, I apologize. Um, Sci-fi movie. Mine was Return of the Jedi. Um, it's just it's my favorite out of all of them. My favorite action movie, and this movie is another one that if it's on, I'm gonna watch it. The Warriors. It's about the gang members, and I love that movie. Next genre is Western, and I'm not a really big Western movie, but I love Tombstone. I could watch Tombstone once a week, once a month. Um, Silent. This one was hard, but not hard because I've actually only seen one silent movie that I could think of, and that was The Gold Rush with Charlie Chaplin. So that automatically gets my favorite because it's the only one. I really would like to see Nosferatu. I just haven't seen it yet. The next genre is noir, and this one I picked. There were several that I'd seen, but I think out of the ones I've seen, my favorite is Double. I always butcher this word. Indemnity. I think Fred McMurray, and I want to say Jane Wyman or Barbara Stanwyck. I don't remember. It's one of those two. Um, so don't kill me because I didn't know who the actress was. I know it's one of those two, but next is my favorite comedy, and of course it's got Cary Grant in it, and that's Arsenic and Old Lace. I love that movie. Oh goodness. My favorite drama. It's an Alfred Hitchcock. It's Rebecca. There's just something about that movie. I just seems like I read the book. If there was a book, I'm pretty sure. In high school, and then I saw the movie later in life. But I love the movie Rebecca. Animated, and it's not actually a Disney. Um, I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason why I really like this movie. It's Scooby Doo and the Ghoul School. Um, Dylan used to love Scooby Doo, and this one had just always been my favorite. My favorite musical. I struggled between two, which was Annie, and the one I actually picked, which was Grease. I think I watch Grease more, but I really do love Annie also. Next is Fantasy. And Fantasy was a pretty easy one for me. Um, what kept coming to mind was one I don't like, or I didn't way back in the day, which was Dune, the original. I may have to go revisit it again because I haven't seen it in years and I just didn't like it way back when. But I picked The Princess Bride. I was really late to the show to see that. I actually just saw it like a year or two ago. And then he had Foreign, and that's the one I took out. Adventure is the next genre, and I picked Hatari. It's John Wayne movie, which I'm not really into John Wayne westerns, but I love Hatari. My mom, it's one of my mom's favorite movies, and she got me to watch it. And actually, I just watched it again the other night. Next is Crime, and I picked a true to crime, although now they're saying it's not really the way it was. But Helter Skelter, about the Charles Manson murders of Sharon Tate and that time. The next genre is epic, and I had to kind of look to see what he meant by epic. I think he picked like the Ten Commandments or something like that. I've never seen the Ten Commandments. I've never seen Ben Hur. I've never seen Spartacus. But this one was under there, and I actually really do like this, and that's Gone with the Wind. So that's my favorite epic war movie. I put down Destination Tokyo because again it was Cary Grant, but I wasn't sure it was actually a war movie, so I searched again, and this movie came up, and it's one of my favorite, probably my top 10, maybe top 5, definite top 10 movies of all time, which is Last of the Mohicans. Um, it's just so awesome. I love that movie. I could sit and watch it over and over and over. The next genre is family, and I picked Bedknobs and Broomsticks. That's one of my earliest memories of going to the theater and watching a movie, and I have it on Blu-ray, I have it on DVD, I think I even have it on VHS. Um, I just love Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Next is documentary, and I was gonna pick the cliche Crystal Lake Memories because I'm a big Friday the 13th fan, but like I said, that was too cliche for me. So I picked Terror in the Isles, which it's so, I don't know. I just like watching it. And last but not least, the one that I added because I didn't do the foreign, and that was comic book movie. And my favorite comic book movie is The Crow with Brandon Lee. It's another one that's in my top 5, top 10. Um, but like I said, I would love, love, love to see what y'all say. You can either write them in the comments, or you can do a video yourself and tag me in it so I can see it. And like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Mwah!